afternoon everybody, Car Biker here. I'm out again, 4 days in a row now, superb. By the end of this trip I'll have done about 1,000 miles in 4 days, not quite an iron butt but good fun. Out with Graham today, stuck behind a lorry back there. These are great roads, but when you get stuck behind an articulated lorry it can be tricky to find a way past. And we're off down to Sports Bike Shop. Never been before. I've bought a few things off them on the interwebs, but I've never actually been to the place, and since I've got a few days off I thought, what the heck, Mrs C's working, I've got an afternoon going begging. Let's go and have a look at their wares and see if there's anything I want to buy. I've only got the small top box on and I've not brought my panniers. You've got to be careful, you know, if you bring too many boxes you could accidentally end up buying everything. Yeah, got a long open bit here, you should be able to get past the truck here hopefully. Bad timing for a van and a car, mind you. Slow. No! Faster! If he's slow on the road, it means speed up, doesn't it? Good corner ahead. And he's passed. Which means I've got to stop playing cat's eyes slalom and get on with riding. I guess that's a bit where they ran out of money for the roads. Lovely bit of tarmac and then onto this stuff. I think this is a ploy. This is near Cadwell Park with a Mighty Mountain superb circuit. But I think it's a ploy. I think it's so that when people have been to see the racing or have had a track day at Cadwell, they have to go slow as they leave. Certainly it's a lot more comfortable on a CB500X than it is on a Z1000. It extracts your fillings on a Z1000. Wonder how Graham's finding it on his teapot. I think he'll be bouncing around a little bit more than I am. Big aerial up here. Funny story behind this one. I don't know if all my viewers will remember, some will be too young, but when Channel 5 came out, it was very difficult to get it. Most people couldn't get Channel 5 at all. I mean, there was only 4 channels back then, you know, not many people had the Sky and all that kind of thing, so you had to get a new aerial. And there's a chap lived around here, can't remember his full name, it was Elmont I think. Could be Bradley Elmont or Ben Elmont. It was definitely a B Elmont. He was that fed up, he tried 3 or 4 different aerials to try and get Channel 5 I should say, and he couldn't get it no matter what he did, and he got that fed up he decided that's it, I'm building a big aerial of my own, and that's what he made. And for those of you outside the UK won't realise, these things are all over. Loads of people have got them now because Channel 5's content is so good. We've got one in the back garden. Casts a shadow over the entire house about 3:30 in an afternoon. Everything goes cold, but you know, we're Yorkshire. We can take it, lad. Or lass. Cruel. Pheasant. It's my new version of vlogging. I just look at wildlife and say what it is. I'm sure it'll catch on. Some cracking bends around here. I'm now on roads I've never ridden before. I tried out Kalimoto the other day on the telephone, the mobile telephone, and seems alright. And it allows me to do this, it allows me to pick roads I've never been on before, plan a route on the interwebs, and then go and ride it without getting lost. Well, yeah, with slightly less chance of getting lost. Roughton ton means town, doesn't it? This is a rough town. I've been rougher. Usually when you pronounce somewhere around here like that, you get told off for getting it wrong. You say Roughton or Roughton, and somebody will come back and say, oh no, it's Rogutal. All these bits of water are very nice. Spoilt somewhat by the smell of the tip. It'd be nice for a picnic if it wasn't for all of the rubbish flies and the smell of slowly rotting materials. Apart from that though, beautiful. I always want to ride up the back of them. I don't know why. One day I'll do it and then I'll be really annoyed that I can't easily get back down. Sheep. Not wildlife, but you know, it's got to be worth half a point in the imaginary game I've created. New York! Stop for a cup of coffee. Sorry, that's terrible, wasn't it? A colleague of mine went for a week in New York. And he said he thought it was a lot smaller than he expected it was going to be, and I see what he means. La 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 Lincolnshire, la 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 Lincolnshire, la 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 Lincolnshire, la 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 Lincolnshire. I guess you got into it through here. Time to enter the Aladdin's cave. And who's that? There's a familiar face. Hello. Hello. Fancy seeing you here. Hello. Did you hear we were coming and came to see us off? Get back to Yorkshire.
Bugger off to Yorkshire.
Well, that was Sports Bike Shop. Certainly got a lot of clothing there, and a lot of other things as well. Shame that only the clothing is actually on show, so I quite fancied having a look around all of the luggage type things. Thinking tank bags and all the bits and pieces, security devices, and you know, all the little things. Oh, thank you kindly, sir. But all that's hidden away. It's just a giant warehouse with a little shop at one end. But they do have all the clothing out and some changing rooms so you can try stuff on. They had some gear with orange bits on that took my fancy. I am a bit of a fan of the orange. Not a full orange suit though, that would be a bit too much. The orange flash on black, you know, a bit of, like the gloves. It was nice to see Mandy there. And now we're off to Skegness. I think we might be seeing the Skeggy Cruiser. That's annoying. That's annoying. I guess we have to go that way. I suspect that this has gone a bit wonky. Right. Let me just... I think it's got a lot wonky. I think it's got off. We had a bit of a sat-nav fail after finding a bit where there was a road closed. About the worst time to have a sat-nav failure when you're already off route. And now I'm slightly worried that it may be taking us back to that bit where we were finding the closed road. But we'll see. We'll see what it does.
Just for 1 awful minute
I thought we were as well.
Yeah.
And we've just passed a road closed sign.
Oh. Bloody confusing, isn't it?
So was this the road and it's just not actually closed at all? Weird.
This crossing was definitely shut last time we were here.
Yeah.
Shook the exhaust a bit. Absolutely shook it to bits. Lost the cover. That fell out.
The heat shield.
No, this has come out. The pipe's come out.
All right.
I pushed the pipe back in, but it's knackered.
Well, that's a shame, but our day out's come to an abrupt halt. So we're not going to make it to Skegness to see Mr. Cruiser. Apologies, Mr. Cruiser. Unfortunately, sat-nav trouble and closed road trouble, avoiding all of the various road closures that seem to be going on at the minute, took us down some bumpy roads, and they're a bit too bumpy, and Graham's exhaust fell off. So we're now just trying to get back to a smooth road, and we're just going to head back. It's a shame. I shall stay off to one side just in case. Just in case of flying exhaust debris. Sorry, Graham. But I'll head back with Graham now, just in case he gets stranded. At least he's stranded with two people rather than one. So thanks for watching, everyone. Ride safe, and I'll talk to you all again soon.